This morning, Nettie Mack. Nettie, thank you so very much for coming in this morning. It's a pleasure to see you, and I've never had a chance to listen to your music yet. So busy and all, but the way you're playing that guitar this morning, it sounds pretty good.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me here.
No problem. How are the roads out there? Are they okay? Or?
They're excellent until you get right into town, then it becomes a skating rink, but the highway's great.
Okay,
clear
good stuff. So when did you guys come in? Last night or?
Last night, absolutely.
Last night, gearing up for tonight's big show?
Absolutely, starting from 9, go to 2.
Is there a cover charge tonight or?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No.
So this is a free show?
Absolutely. This is where I started. I was here a couple of years ago, actually 2 years ago, and had a fundraiser to record my CD. And I'm coming back to say thank you very much. And here's where we are at. I'm in the studio recording the album, and it'll be done in hopefully April and May.
Where did you record the album?
At EK Sound in Calgary.
Okay, great stuff. So you're keeping it all Canadian, which is great.
Absolutely.
And what can we find on this new CD? Is it a little this, a little that, or?
There's quite a variety on it. The music is country infused with 50s rock and roll.
Okay.
So there's some nice ballads and middle of the road and some country with a little Elvis Presley and Jerry Lee Lewis added to it.
Sounds like my iPod, actually, to tell you the truth. Do you have an iPod at all, or?
You know what? I don't.
You don't have an iPod?
No, I don't.
Wow.
Sorry.
I was going to ask you, what have you got hidden on your iPod? What's in your record collection?
I like the radio to see what's up, what's coming in.
Okay.
Record collection ranges anywhere from Yanni to AC/DC and everything in between.
I hear you loud and clear. I do Yanni, and I also do a little AC/DC from time to time.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. Do you play any AC/DC at all, or?
No, not on the acoustic, but my guitar player, Mark Stauffer, can handle that no problem. Actually, the rest of the band, if you wouldn't mind, Greg Collins on the drums and Russell Boudreau on the bass and Jay Lowe on the sound.
So how long have you been working on this new album?
Well, that's kind of a difficult question. I've been building my band for a couple of years. There's been some transitions, and for the last 6 months, this group has been together, and we've been in the studio now for the last 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. What inspires you to write music?
Life. Quite often a song will pop out in 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and if I have to work on it, it might take 6 or 7 months and come back to it every 6 or 7 weeks, so to speak, but it just happens. So a line will be made, and then just, hey! And then sit down and... That
is magic when that does happen, though. You hear something, and it inspires you to write something completely opposite to it, and next thing you know, Jed's a millionaire, you've got a song, and
that's... Eddie's a millionaire.
Maybe we can work on a song.
Yeah.
Actually, I've sat back and thought of some great ideas to write some songs. I'm not a songwriter. I'm not even really a player, to tell you the truth. I like to, putz around in the basement and drive my neighbors crazy, but doing what you do is not an easy task by any means. And then putting words and, of course, feelings to a song that means something to you. What's the most inspirational artist that you kind of follow? Who makes you just go, wow, I wish I could write like that?
Garth Brooks.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he's the full meal deal. He's got the entertainment, the producing, the management, the marketing, and his songwriting is The Dance, to me, is one of my all-time favorites.
Okay.
Amazing song.
Now, can you play us a little ditty that's off the album at all, or?
Absolutely.
What's this song called?
The song is called The People Game, and I graduated in Cessford. I lived there for about 10 years, and the song is actually about Cessford, and it uses a hook, the Janky family, Mama Bear Jankley, rest her soul. There's people and then there's people. And so I took that line from the Jankies and turned it into The People Game.
Okay, great stuff. This is Nettie Mack on Q13.
I grew up in a real small town that didn't even have a store. Everybody knew everybody, and so much more. There is much to be learned from small town life. Its biggest lesson to me was learning not to judge other people's lives. 'Cause in a small town you can't choose who you want to know. And if you try, you're still known everywhere you go. Small town life forces you to accept people for who they are, and at the same time builds a keen personality radar. I believe there are people, and then there are people. We all live by our own set of rules. Yes, there are people, and then there are people, and life is too darn short for self-made fools. So when you judge another based on your own set of rules, remember they may have gone to a different school. Well, it's a good thing we are not all built the same. Remember that when you are playing the people game. I believe there are people, and then there are people. Those who judge should really be ashamed. Yes, there are people, and then there are people. Remember that when you are playing the people game.
Nettie Mac here on Q13. It's a kind of a neat song. I like that. It kind of reminded me of like a Melissa Etheridge kind of a feel to it.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Very, very well done. We'll be back with more with Nettie Mac here on Q13 in moments. It is 8:22 here on Q13. Good morning. Steve Bowen along with Nettie Mac, who's going to be appearing at the Brooks Hotel tonight and tomorrow night. And they're also got a nice little jam going on tomorrow afternoon. That's always a lot of fun, meeting folks that play, and you get to play right along with them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I did it for years. I used to live in the Brooks Hotel playing baseball, danced many dances in my ball cleats after the games, and man, it was a Saturday afternoon jam. That was what it was all about. You went down to check out the band to see if you were going back on the weekend. So come on down, because it's going to be a blast.
Right on. So sitting back thinking about when you guys are on the road, there's got to be stories that float around that you can probably share. Some you can't, but some of the strange things that have happened to you on the road when you're out there traveling.
Well, I guess the biggest one that comes to mind is we were doing the World Chuckwagon Rodeo show down in Drumheller, and the traffic, or actually there's a lot of construction on the road, so we were kind of behind the eight ball in time to get there, and I guess we were about 3/4 of the way there, and I realized that I had forgotten all of my clothes bag. So I had what I was wearing was, Sunday afternoon watching movies on the couch kind of gear. So one of the cars actually turned around, and we didn't get a speeding ticket out of it all, but we ended up actually 1 minute before I was on the stage and dressed in my gear. But it was kind of horrifying, actually.
Well, I will imagine getting there with no clothes. So,
excuse me.
If you had a chance to perform with anybody, I think I already know the answer, but if you had a chance to perform with anybody, who would it be?
Perform with anyone? I guess Shania Twain.
Really?
Yeah, she gets a bad rap. I mean, I hold her high up there with Garth Brooks. That she's an amazing songwriter, and again the full meal deal. Her producing and the way that she arranges her songs and whatnot. I think as an entertainer, she's fantastic. Mm-hmm. You don't start chatting with your friends when you're watching one of her shows. You're either watching her or her band.
Well, exactly. It's a good show.
Absolutely.
And she's getting inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame very shortly at the Junos.
Excellent. That's excellent. Can't wait for a new album.
Well, neither can I. I have heard so many different things. Your new album, when is that out?
Well, we're just in the final processes of it. So I'm hoping that it'll be out between April and May. But one never knows. It was supposed to be done by now. So it's... I'll be announcing it. We'll be releasing one song in advance, 2 months in advance. So.
Okay, great stuff. So that's very cool.
NettieMac.com, and all the information will be there.
Mm-hmm. What we thought we could get you to do this morning, I want to record you doing a little opener for Dennis and I in the morning. Can you do that? Can you write a little ditty saying, like, play the guitar and do a jingle for Dennis and Steve in the morning on Q13? Can you do that?
Well, thank you for the warning. That's all I got to say about that. What would you like? What was it for?
For Dennis and Steve in the morning on
Dennis
Q13.
And Steve in the morning. Okay, excellent. Sure.
Can you whip one up? I don't know whether you could do that or not.
Well, absolutely. Let's see here. Oh, nice job, Steve. I appreciate that. Really?
What do you say? What do you say? We can work on that the next time you come in.
Well, yeah. It's Dennis and Steve on Q13, and we're gonna put a bounce in your bum. We're the DJs of Brooks, and we're gonna give you hooks that you're gonna love where you're from. Yeah, we're Dennis and Steve. Can you delete that? Oh my gosh, we're live. But I can definitely come up with something and send it to you.
That's very cool. That is very cool. Do you get a song that you'd like to perform before we wrap this up?
Yes, could we please not end on that note? No. That would be great.
This is Nettie Mack performing at the Brooks Hotel tonight and tomorrow night, and also Saturday afternoon. Nice little open jam session between 4 and 6. She's got a website, nettiemack.com, and also the official fan page as well.
That's right. And I just happen to have my fan club president right here with me, Little C. And
Little C, thank you very much for coming in.
What an honor.
So what are we going to play now?
Well, I'll play, go to the opposite side on do a slower ballad called Please Help Me. I think if there's one thing that a lot of us have in common is when we fall down, we very rarely ask for help. And I'm definitely one of those people, but I decided to write a song about it because I fell down far enough. I needed help. And it's called Please Help Me, and I'm okay now.
Well, that's good to hear. Nettie Mack on Q13.
I woke up tired again this morning, wishing I could just stay in that bed. I haven't been sleeping too well lately. I have too many things running through my head. I couldn't stand that raging train. It took me way too long to get off. I just want me back again. It's taking way longer than I thought it would. I've been down for so long now, I don't know where to start or have the strength to change. I let the life get sucked out of me, and I'm having a hard time seeing me this way. Please help me, because I can't see that light inside that used to guide me along. Please help me, I feel so empty. This way I feel is just so sick and wrong. I woke up lost again this morning, wishing I could just be me again. I try so hard to find that spark, but it always ends up right where it began. Please help me, because I can't see that light inside that used to guide me along. Please help me, I feel so empty. This way I feel is just so sick and wrong. I woke up tired again this morning, wishing I could just stay in that bed.
What a great tune. Nettie Mack here on Q13. Thank you so very much for coming in, Nettie.
Thank you very much for having me.
Not a problem, and good to see you folks in as well, the sound crew, and of course the president of the fan club. And if you'd like more information, make sure to drop by our website, nettiemac.com. And once again, the show's tonight and tomorrow night at the Brooks Hotel, and the Saturday afternoon jam between 4 and 6.